Coach, just how costly were the turnovers tonight? You know, your group fought hard all the way down the end, but how much did the turnovers put your group in a hole?
That was the game. That was the game right there. Turning the basketball over, giving, losing possessions, and then giving, obviously, wide open layups on the other end.
Without looking at the film, was there a common thread amongst them?
You know what? You have to give Charlotte a ton of credit. They played like a team that had lost 8 straight, and then they knew that we beat them last time that they walked in this building, and they played that way. Their intensity, their aggression to go after the basketball, and that's what they showed.
Jamahl, you went to that all-bench unit kind of early in the third. What were you not seeing from the starters that led to that, and what did you see from the bench unit?
Well, just a little bit of energy and fight. You wanted to see that a lot out of our guys in that moment.
You guys made that push down the fourth. Did you feel the energy start to turn kind of because the bench brought that and I guess gave that to the starters?
Absolutely. I think our bench did a great job coming in the game, trying to, play with some fire, play with some fight and that intensity. So, you got to give them credit for coming in and being ready when their number was called.
Because of where you guys are at in the season, does it almost feel like you guys should be past the point where energy and fight is the talk? Like instead of being there, it should be execution, energy from the start. If that makes sense.
Oh, can you repeat the question, please?
And you guys, like, with where you guys are at in the season, does it feel like that not having that energy shouldn't be that should all be expected no matter what, every single game? That shouldn't be something that goes and comes, if that makes sense.
Well, if you're asking if we should play hard every night, absolutely. And I think our guys were, starting off, we came out a little bit flat, but part of that is execution and taking care of the basketball, having energy with the ball moving, having energy with, sharing the basketball. But again, I think without looking at the film, that was a big portion of it. Our execution on offense came because of the carelessness of the basketball.
Coach, on Wednesday, your team will have a chance to have a winning record during this homestand. As you looked ahead to it, there's some daunting teams that were on that list. Just what would it mean to this group to come away with a winning record over the course of this tough 7-game homestand?
Well, I think it would mean a lot. Our guys understand what we're capable of doing. Obviously when we play the right way, when we take care of the basketball, when we win the possession battle, our guys understand that.
It seems like more often than not, RJ gives you guys productive and good minutes, regardless of how many he gets per night. Was there a reason you didn't go to him earlier than the third quarter when with that all-bench unit?
No, I think there's a different feel in the game at certain times. Understanding, obviously, T. Ross's ability to make shots. He creates a problem on defense or for the defenders. But just that's the way, I wanted to go tonight with this group, just because looking at that, it was what the game kind of gave us.
Even overall throughout the season, RJ specifically, his minutes have been kind of up and down despite, the injuries to the guards that you guys have had. Is there a particular reason for that?
Well, that's a good question. I think if you look at the lines, it's been kind of bumping guys in and out, making sure you keep a starter on the floor at all times. So that's where the minutes kind of will change up depending on the game per se.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Mo, Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com. You guys were able to fight back at the end, but how much did the turnovers, especially early on, put you guys in a hole and make things difficult for you guys tonight?
They hurt severely because, I think we had 12 turnovers at the half, and it was 12 turnovers for 15 points, if I can remember correctly. And those hurt, man. It's deflating because not only are you giving up an opportunity to score, but you're letting other teams score, and it just digs you a deeper hole to kind of get out of.
Mo, how tough of a position is it to be in when, you get off to a rough start and then you have that entire kind of just full line change like you guys did in the third quarter?
Yeah, it's tough, but that's, what the coaches preach is that next man up mentality. Our starters didn't have it at first. They picked it up for us towards the end of the game, but just bringing energy as the bench unit and just kind of just figuring it out as we go was huge for us, and we were able to claw back in a little bit, but I think it was too late.
You personally had all 8 offensive rebounds. Was that something over the summer, over the offseason, that you saw that will open up more opportunities for you in terms of offensively?
Yeah, I think that's something that's been a thing, since I've been in the league, is just trying to figure out a way to get more possessions for our team. Just energy plays, just flying around and just trying to do my part.
I asked Franz this question, so I'll ask you. Do you feel like you guys should be past the point where, energy or focus are not, they're sometimes in question from a game-to-game basis like today?
Yeah, I mean, we're a young team, so it's tough. But some things shouldn't even have to be said. It's easy to, not necessarily, but it should be easy to bring energy and bring life to games. It's basketball. It's the thing that we all love and we all love to do.
Mo, over the course of this 7-game homestand that you guys are on, you'll have the chance to have a winning record on it on Wednesday. Considering, especially there were teams on the docket like the Warriors, Mavs, Suns that you guys beat. Just how much would it mean for this young group to come away with a winning record over the course of the homestand?
Yeah, it'll mean a lot. We celebrate our small victories. We just know how hard it is. We don't look at any team and say this can be an opportunity when we just go out there and just try to fight as much as we can. And tonight we knew that it was LaMelo's second game back. It's a team that is somewhat familiar with, but we didn't take it lightly.
All right. Thank you, Mo.
Thank you.
Franz, Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com. You guys obviously fought back at the end, but how much did the turnovers put you guys in a hole tonight?
I think, 22 turnovers for 21 points. It's pretty much all coach said too after the game. It's tough to win a basketball game. Against NBA players, if you give them the ball 22 times, and we got to work on that because it's been our problem I think last year too, and some of the games that we lost this year as well. So we got to fix that.
I know it's tough probably without looking at the film, but did you feel there was any common thread amongst them, or was it just a collective pressure by the Hornets?
I'm going to give them credit. They, applied a lot of ball pressure, especially in the first half, and we just weren't strong enough with the ball, and especially those live ball turnovers that, especially them, they thrive off of mistakes like that and turn them into easy points real quick. So, that's how you lose these games.
Franz, even before tonight, the turnovers have been a struggle for you guys. Is kind of, I guess, a bigger picture to Dan's question. Is there a common theme you're seeing just season long with the turnovers? Are there situations you guys aren't comfortable in offensively that's leading to them?
Some is just bad reads. Sometimes it's, just discipline, trying to make a home run play. And, but every play is a little different. Sometimes you're trying to make the right play and maybe the execution wasn't perfect, but, I think you're not going to have 22 of those turnovers. It's obviously a combination of both, and especially the ones where we just don't seem focused or engaged or are just kind of lazy with the ball. I think those are the ones we got to fix.
Does it seem like you guys should be past the point where energy and focus, those kinds of things, shouldn't be an issue anymore?
Yeah, it's a fair assessment, I'd say, yeah.
You guys, when looking ahead, when you had this 7-game homestand, there were some tough teams on the docket. On Wednesday, you'll have a chance to have a winning record during this homestand. Just how big would that be for your group, especially considering the teams that were on the docket, like the Warriors, Mavs, Suns, etc.?
It'd be really, really good. I think we made some big strides these couple games. And, we had some tough losses where could have went either way, too. So I think we just got to keep building on what we've been doing. Though we didn't have our best game today, I think there's still some positives you can even when looking at this game, and I it's a long season, so we're just going to continue to build on those and, like I said, fix some of those mistakes.
Thanks, Franz.
Thank you.